What my house look like? Walking, she gon' make you. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. Get the Sprite in, pull the out the pantry. Take it and I'm dancing. She bop like a, I'm like a candle. Up in the car seat, hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. Bound at the party. I'm fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's my lady Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that pump. We done went right there all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then the oak the supper. Why would you keep a little sugar? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like? Walking, she gon' make you. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. Get the Sprite, pull the out the pantry. Ain't fly, looking dummy. I probably. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. Brother, they got a TV hat. That boy like a BB hat. How you don't see me hat? Push it like CV hat. Why let on BB hat? When I'm creeping hat. In the genie hat. Cause you saying I'm hat.
It's a couple different ways to make it out this life. Know your steps, just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we can speak about the price. When they talk about my name, I define greatness.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. So for the Mavericks, their last game. A loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis at the FedEx Forum.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Lively, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Irving. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Celtics on offense. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Lively's shot is off.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Porzingis. And he makes the 8-footer.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Pass to Davis. Lively with it. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Assist from
Lively's got his second basket of the night. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Here's Lively. Thompson outside. A rebound by the Celtics. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, but I do know that they're looking at the possible finals matchup. These are two of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Anthony Davis.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Look, you always want to see your big man run the floor. There is no questioning Davis's effort on these plays.
Now here is Holiday. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
First personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pull from the top of the key. Here's Lively. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Lively's got 6 points.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his team. Trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Al Horford. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
At the top of the key, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, leading by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 Js, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Here's Dinwiddie. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Richard. Score of the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Still a tremendous player, Al Horford, using that experience.
Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jay Washington.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Here's Exum. Swiped away. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And what's new? I mean, Horford in perfect position to finish that play. Understands exactly where he needs to be. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. Wants to get it to Gafford, and does. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 4. White goes in. Count the basket. Horford's got his second bucket tonight.
Mid-range can be challenging for Horford, but he manages to get this one to fall.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Lively.
And finished off by Lively.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Porzingis, here we go.
Long strides of Porzingis getting him there in a hurry.
To the paint. Davis.
Anthony
Davis using his size.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Look, Kyrie doesn't need any encouragement to just do what he does, because that's the type of handle that he has. He's going to go out there and he's going to show everyone what he's capable of every night.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Irving. And Davis throws it down.
Davis.
Look at how competitive Davis gets on the glass. He just knows how valuable those second chance shots are.
Pass to Craig. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porzingis has got 11.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
You can't forget the box Kyrie out. He's good at using that little slick athleticism to track down some easy misses.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Irving attacking. Here's Davis. The rebound. By the Celtics. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Davis. Nails the baby hook. He's got 10.
I'm going to be honest, like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
That's the end of the first half.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Irving. Davis in the corner. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 4. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
High post, Davis. Rebound, Boston.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Down low, and stolen by Thompson. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Dallas ball. Substitution on the court.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Exum. That one drops for him. Exum's got his first basket. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. And Lively pulls it down. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And that's going to be a travel. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dinwiddie And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Jordan Walsh.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so Horford will bring it up for Boston. Pass to White. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now Exum. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Out to the right wing. And Boston with the rebound. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
For Dallas.
Give them a hand.
Boston trailing. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Horford. That's tipped. And they recover it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. Horford's got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now Davis. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Inside. Out to White. And stolen by Thompson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Boston.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And a new group in for the Celtics.
The Celtics Entertainment. Okay, then. Who needs a free t-shirt? Get up on your feet.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Lively. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Pritchard. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
First free throw is good.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it'll be the Mavericks with their first timeout here of the game.
Started.
Give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Substitutions for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday.
Here's Davis. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the...
41. Here we go.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Holiday with it. We'll bring it up for Boston. In the corner, Horford with it. Brown down low. Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the middle. Here's Davis. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Boston. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Lively.
Yep, that one goes in there. Lively's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Outside Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas. Taken away by Holiday. It's stolen by Davis. Irving attacking. That's good. Basket number 5 out of 5 for 8-night shooting.
Boston.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now a timeout called by Boston. You know, you look at Derek Lively, he's been really playing well.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game plan they have, it's not working.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Left side, Irving. To the inside. Lively. That one misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Brown. Outside, Porzingis. The shot by Holiday, no good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league all the length.
Pass to White. And stolen by Thompson. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Lively high post.
2 minutes.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Outside Holiday. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Outside Irving. Here he goes. It's deflected. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's get your guys' take out on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
Pass to Irving. Over Tatum. Right side Davis. Lively with it. 5 on the clock to take the lead. Irving looking for an opening. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Holiday. From past the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
With ice in his veins, Holiday makes the big play.
Now Thompson. Back to Irving. "15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's off.
You had a foul to give there, but you better not have it cost your team.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
2 shots. Final Celtics. Let's see which section can be allotted for a free t-shirt.
So making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Timeout called, the Celtics.
Here we go, fans.
They're trailing by 1.
For Boston.
9 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Mason Lloyd. Checking in for the Mavericks.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to White. From deep. Count it!
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off an inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Porzingis with the steal. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat, just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play?